we can experience ourselves as a point, a separate being, entity from everything around us. A physical body, I'm me, I'm Lucy, I'm in my body, I'm separate from everything around me, I'm separate from this glass, I'm separate from the table, I'm separate from that person, I'm separate from nature, I'm separate from the elements, I'm separate from time, I'm separate from money, all of it. That's one perception. But that's not true. It's true in a way, but it's not fully true. And that's what I'm taking from the book, is she shared as humans, we also can perceive ourselves as a wave in the sense of vibration. But I also took it as a wave of water, just the image of it. It doesn't mean that I am a wave of water, although we are so much made of water that we could be a wave, a vibrational wave. And when you see things like that, you're not separate anymore from anything around you. Because as a vibration, you are dissolving into everything else. You are dancing through other vibrations. You are sometimes merging and being one vibration, one single vibration with everything around you, with a glass, with nature, with people around you, with a table, with time, with anything really. That's the concept of oneness, separation versus oneness. And from my experience and what I can tell you, we are both at the same time. And we experience the world in both ways if we open ourselves to it. And there's value in both, and both are necessary. So if you see yourself as a wave, just close your eyes and let yourself be a vibration for a time, not be a separate entity. Then that means that you are flowing, that you are in tune with what is around you and what is within you. So when you consider yourself a wave, you can move and attune yourself to the vibrations around you, to the vibration of what's happening in your environment, with the cycles of the moon, for example, with the cycles of the seasons, of nature, of the city life, whatever is happening, your family rhythm. But you can also attune yourself with what's truly happening within you, because we've been told to, okay, you have to live in linear time. You have to be productive that way. You have to start your day at 9 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. and just be productive along the whole time. And you have to sleep at night. And on weekends, you don't work and this and that. And then you do sports on Tuesday evening. And then maybe if you have time, you can create something on the 7th Saturday of the month on a red blood moon, maybe. You see what I mean? But that's not truly who we are. We are changing beings. Even if we are not feminine beings, there are days up and down. There are days so-so. There are days where we are called to something, days we are not called to something. And flowing with your creativity and time is the alchemy of those vibrations. It's tapping into yourself and the world around you and attuning and matching again and again and again to the vibration. It doesn't mean it's perfect. It doesn't mean you will always be in flow. That would be negating your human nature and the separation and the physicality and materiality of this world. That means it's accessible as much as you want, and something you can experience more and more and more and build from and live from. And I don't know where that's going, because I'm also in my process of learning, of playing, of experimenting. I believe we have to stop seeing everything in rigid boxes, especially our time, our hours, thinking like, oh yeah, from 9 to 10, I have to do this, and then I have to do this. And then, oh, there is an emergency, so I need to put that in, and then forget about my break, and forget about my children, forget about my creativity. And just like, you know, this Google Calendar with all the colors and trying to fit everything in so it works, and it never works, or it works magically one week and then the next week all hell breaks loose. I believe we have to stop seeing things in boxes like that and open to the fluidity of time and energies, and stop being so rigid and controlling about everything. When we control time, when we want to put it in a box, we lose time, we are rigid, we do things against ourselves, we do things that we are supposed to do, that we should do, that we have been taught for 30 years that we should be doing, and we make ourselves feel bad about it. Like, well, you should be getting up with an alarm clock at 7 a.m. and then do this and this and this and then go to work. It's not what it's about, not here. As I said, I want us to be in kindness with ourselves and also in responsibility. For a long time, I was in flow, in constant flow, and that was good, and that was what I was needed. It was like for 2 years, I think. I was in a period of recovery, of experimentation, recovering from burnout and finding myself and finding who I was. And I needed this time. I needed to flow through time with no limitation and being floating and flowing. So that's the kindness I offer to myself. But we are also here for something. We're not just here to float around in the edges. We're here to experience material life. We're here to be physical beings. We are here to create. We are here for our mission, whatever that is. We are here for our purpose. We are here to experience, to live, to love, to laugh, all of this. And this comes with responsibility. And responsibility means boundaries. The flow of the river, the flow of time can just be the ocean. And sometimes it has momentum, and sometimes it's very flat, and sometimes it just is. And that could be the way you choose to live your life, and that's wonderful. But if you want to create creative flow, if you want to finish projects, if you want to get somewhere, then I invite you to see yourself as a river that has a bed and two shores. And in the middle of the shore, and the shore too, the water flows, the water takes momentums and grows stronger and more powerful and flowing and goes and goes and goes. So we need responsibilities, limits, structures, boundaries for ourselves, for people around us, for our time.